cute anymore.
They're not cute anymore. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Mm.
No, they're starting to droop.
Mm. That'll
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
Especially when someone starts recording in mid-sentence to be taken out of context on purpose.
Yeah. No, it's the reason why I'm not allowed to wear boxers anymore.
Okay.
You asked for it.
I did. I really did.
You asked for it.
Yeah.
You did that. You pay the consequences.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm quietly seething in rage.
And I am temporarily content with the universe, but we'll see what happens at some point today.
Well, sure, you got yourself a fully functional cylinder record player. Wanted one of those my entire life.
Yep, it's a 1906 Edison. You wind it up, it'll play about 3 cylinders, I think, in a row, 3 or 4 maybe. And it's completely restored, relubricated. Completely restored and working perfectly. Has a giant horn on it.
Mm-hmm.
And sounds wonderful. For the technology and the fidelity on those things, I really couldn't believe the sound that comes out of that horn.
Well, it's working much better than Apple Music is. Because last night, my main playlist with 13,000 songs vanished without reason. Just gone. I was adding songs on it through the Apple TV puck and, add to this playlist. And I go through my scroll of playlists and hey, where's random music generator? And it's not there on the Apple TV. I look at my iPod. It's not on my iPod. It is on my computer, though. Oh, well, at least the 13,000 songs are still there on the random generator music generator playlist here. Okay, what do I got to do to make it come back to the Apple TV puck? Because that's where I listened to most of the music, because that's what the surround sound is hooked up to. So I look on the internet, do this. So I do that, but it doesn't fix it. It's still not on the iPod or the TV puck. And it says, well, then try this. So I did try this. And then 10,000 songs gone. I'm left with 3,000 songs that are directly from my cloud and not the ones that when you go through Apple Music. Yes, add that one, add that one. And then about an hour later, the whole playlist had vanished. It's not even listed anymore. So that's one of a fistful of things that has me pretty cheesed off today. And I have no other.
Got all day to redo the playlist.
No, what's that?
You got all day to redo the playlist?
No, I have to edit together a E.L.O. podcast about a song that I really did not like. Eric loved it though. So, and I have no choice because, I mean, at least Spotify doesn't just make your playlist disappear, but they cut you off after 11,000 songs. You can't add any more after that. And I like a whole lot more than 11,000 songs. And I don't know if any other streaming music service will let me add songs that don't exist on the internet, like my Jonathan Brandmeier songs and my own songs and Kate Brennan's demented opus My Cat Left Home. And none of that stuff's on the internet, which is why I put it on the cloud. Then I can add it to the playlist on Apple Tunes and videos too. But
well, I have a unique solution.
If you're
having tons and tons of songs.
Yeah, if you're going to tell me records, it's hard to carry that many records around. Yeah. It's hard to carry that much music around with me if I'm just going to work or driving around. It's not like I can have 10,000 record albums in my car.
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't. My car isn't that big.
No, you put them on digital. You load them up to a cloud service, and you use an app called Cloud Beats to access your cloud. That way, you can play directly from the cloud service.
Yes, that's sort of what I was doing, and it went away.
But these are things that you actually own rather than ethereal stuff that Apple takes away from you.
Well, see, the thing with the ethereal stuff was, oh, this is going to sound better than, what I ripped from a CD 15 years ago. So that was the selling point for me. Of course, it doesn't do any good if, all that music is still in the library, so I have to go through the library and load it all up again, which will make it slightly less tedious. Anyway, there's better news with the E.L.O. podcast. First of all, somebody sent us money. I don't know if he wants to be anonymous, so I won't say who, but sent us a money order for $100.
Yes, he did.
Yep.
With a little note along with it saying that there's more to come.
Yes. And I have distributed that out to the other people who work on the podcast. He said it'll probably be for the next 4 months, so I don't know if that means we continue the podcast. That's around the time we hit Beatles Forever will be posted for everyone to hear and see. So I don't know if that means the podcast will continue or not. Of course, it depends on if we get more people giving us money.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, which right down there at the video description there on the YouTube, there's the links for Patreon, PayPal, and our P.O. box.
And of course, on YouTube, you can subscribe and hit that notification bell.
Yes, absolutely. And we got a buttload of subscribers. We went from 180 something. Now we're in the high 190s. So we're getting close to 200.
Maybe we need to be more perky.
I'm trying my best today.
More quirky. Like all those other ones. What's up, man?
I'm not doing that.
No.
I get
Come on, be a joiner.
You're not helping it by saying that either. No, I get sound effects.
There is no I in team.
Yes, there is. In the A, there's like here, and then the dot is in the middle. That's an I. There is an I in individual, though. I think there's a couple of them. Yeah, there are. Yeah. But then does that make that I
all individuals?
But then does that make that I individual if there's another I in individual? I don't know. So we get new subscribers, and these are a few of them anyway.
Few of them. Oh, that's what that is. I was wondering what in the world that was. Because it said moments of moratorium movement. I'm going, what in the world are we talking about? Movements of moratorium or whatever. What's he going on about?
Yeah, I probably should have given some explanation. Hey,
yeah, I was thinking it was some liberal thing.
No, here are the new subscribers, and we're going to read their names off, okay? So this way you'll be ready to go when it's time. So let's go.
Moments of moratorium movement.
Martin Quibble.
Just Dallas.
Peter Porker 124.
This is why sometimes you don't read the names. Matthew Johnson.
And Jimmy Fitzable. Part of the new subscribers to our Electric Light Orchestra podcast YouTube channel celebration. And we cleared 10,000.
Award 69. No, you're probably not going to get mentioned. So just so you know.
Well, might as well now.
You might as well mention them now that I said it.
Yeah, you broke the anal warts wall. So there you go.
Ouch.
I know. We also cleared 10,000 views. So also that's a. There you go. Hooray for us. Oh, and of course, $100 from mystery donator.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Mystery donator is always a way of making sure you don't have to pay money in the future.
And maybe who knows, there could be some reasons you don't want, hey, you gave $100 to those idiots doing that podcast. You think maybe you could loan your friend $20 or something? Or it could be like, you did what? You gave $100 to those people and we're barely getting by? I think it's time for a divorce. So, unless he says, hey, guys, you can say my name, then we'll just keep it. For a donation that large, we'll keep it quiet.
Yes.
Yeah. We didn't do a Zoomcast last week because it really wasn't too many comments. So now they're all bunched up. First, we get a few comments about the last Zoomcast that we did.
Mike Hudson says, I guess I'm one of the listeners who drove that listener off because I'm sure I said some not so positive things about Letter from Spain.
Yes, to previously on the Electric Light Orchestra Zoomcast, we got a message from somebody who listened. From what I can gather, he only heard the Zoomcast for Letter from Spain. He didn't actually listen to the episode from Letter from Spain. And he said, if this is what you guys are like, forget it. I'm never listening to this podcast ever again. So he gave up after one episode. I don't know. You can't really give up after one. Oh, sure. Maybe if you get shot in the foot with a nail gun. Jesus, I'm never doing that again. But, some sort of creative work, TV show, podcast, you might want to give it more than one or two listens or watches or whatever, because people get better. Even us, which is hard to conceive, but it happened.
Exactly.
Yep. Corey Gomel. Yeah, and to that guy that left after one episode. WTF? You got to put in your time, pay your dues. Only people like me can say that stuff. Although he used a different word, but yeah. Yeah, Corey's earned the right to verbally abuse us. He's also given us a lot of money, so that's another perk of giving us money. You can verbally abuse us, and we'll be like, thank you, master. May I have another?
Tanya Farhi says, everything went nicely until the burp. I must be imagining. No way I heard a burp. Yeah,
you did.
You did.
Yep, you did. Sometimes they happen. You just be glad it was a burp. And
oh, never mind.
MJ Folds. Utopian National Anthem is on Mind Games. Oh, okay. So you were nearly right. Pretty average album, but it does have one of Lennon's best songs in Out of the Blue. Brilliant, and an E.L.O. connection in that name. I Know and the title track are also very good from that album. I don't know the title. All I can think of is Free to People Right Now. I don't know if that's from Mind Games. I think it is, but I really like that one too from that album. But yeah, otherwise, Mind Games, the album, meh.
I don't know. I've always thought the problems with John Lennon's albums was not enough Yoko. The silence. I am joking. So
No, I know. And now we got a couple of comments about Blue, and I'm gonna correct Eric here because apparently I don't get to read her comment. She sent me a voice message, she sent me a voice message. I'd save that surprise for later. And the correct pronunciation of her name is Farhi. Farhi. I can't do it. I thought I could. It sounds Klingon. I can't do the back of the throat Klingon thing.
How heavy is the aspiration on the H?
Farhi.
So not Farhi, but Farhi.
I couldn't tell you which back of the throat gurgle is but you got it close, so much
Okay.
better than me.
So it is Hebrew.
Sure?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. To me it sounded Klingon.
But nothing much to add. It is blue, all right. Very much Jeff Lynnish style, like a tune made by a cookie cutter, creating all songs identical, with the only difference being seen is in the frosting, and the frosting is blue, typical blue. Not that I have something against blue, some of my best friends are blue, but sometimes you need some red.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been tough going getting through these two albums. Oh, come on, move. There we go. Aaron Jansen, more E.L.O.y than most of the album. Add orchestra, and it could have sounded like classic E.L.O. Okay, I just wondered if I heard tornado sirens.
Oh, well, they better not interfere with the podcast.
Absolutely not. The tornadoes better stay away. Actually, it's the first Tuesday of the month, so that's when they test them.
Okay.
It's clear outside. There's no tornadoes.
So no tornadoes today.
No twisters around here, man. A lot of people liked, and if Jeff Lynne pays attention to this podcast, I hope he pays attention to the episode we did for On My Mind and pays attention to what the people are saying about On My Mind.
Okay, so Sam DeMilt says it does give me the zoomies, and for me, that's a great thing. I liked everything about 2001 up until September. Someone just uploaded Storytellers on YouTube again, and I watched it again for the chit chat between songs. It really brought me back to the optimism I remember feeling early in the year. Even so, is this song better than Lonesome Lullaby? I think so. The lyrics are just top notch, and as you said, he's not doing the armchair redux.
Yeah. I kind of have to giggle and laugh when you say the optimism of 2001. I'm glad your 2001 was good. Mine was not good. Let's see. Starts off with the inauguration of George W. Bush. I'm a liberal.
Let's say your candidate didn't get to steal the election that year.
Whatever. Let's see. Then a month later, my grandma died. Then about 2 months later, my best friend at the time, who I'd known for, I don't know, isn't it 2001? 25 years, I think, since we were 7, her great grandmother died. And then let's see, what else happened after that? I got involved with a girl I knew I should not get involved with, but I did, hoping that maybe I'll get over that first girl who broke my heart, because maybe then I'll be able to move on. That doesn't work. Just letting everybody know, yeah, that doesn't work. Let's see. Then we get we had September 11th. That was a bit of a downer. Then we got George Harrison dying a couple months later. So, yeah. 2001 was not a good year for me. But I'm glad you had a good year, Milton. Sam DeMilt.
That was the year. Or was that the year? No, that was the year after I had been teaching. I decided I wasn't gonna do any more substitute teaching that year because I needed more money.
Yeah. Well, you can get back into it now. They're desperate. They'll probably pay you $100,000 an hour to do it. Please, we just need a body in there.
Yeah, no. It's probably worse now that they want me to be more of a babysitter than then. That's about all it was babysitting.
For substitute teacher, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. I got to teach occasionally, but for the most part, yeah, it was just come in and watch them.
bring in the VCR TV with you and, you know,
Mm-hmm.
give them a history lesson about Vietnam. Here's Apocalypse Now. Or Full Metal Jacket. There you go.
Oh, I liked in Ghostbusters Afterlife. Kids aren't going to listen to me anyway. Here's Cujo.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. MJ Folds. Everything. You listen up, Jeff Lynne, or one of his aides who maybe screens these podcasts to feed him the ones where we like the song and not give him the ones where we tear the song apart. You pass this on to Jeff Lynne about this one, about On My Mind. MJ Folds, everything about this song is amazing, and I pretty much echo your thoughts on it. Why the hell did he decide this was the track that was nigh on impossible to get outside of Japan? It's my favorite out of the songs he did for Alone in the Universe. Yes, it cribs from Lonesome Lullaby, but I think this improves on that. I love the bop bops in it. So, yeah, the bop bops really improve that chorus, as I said in the episode.
Yeah, it does.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Jansen says, I guess I had forgotten about this song. When I later searched it up on YouTube, it showed that I had watched it before, but no recollection. The neat thing is, your song edit didn't include the chorus, and yet I had Lonesome Lullaby in mind until you showed that the two had nearly the same chorus. This didn't make it on the proper album because of the chorus similarities. I'm sure Jeff was well aware. Sometimes songs demand certain notes to follow. The song Helpless comes to mind too. There are some similarities in that chorus as well. So we see the songwriting patterns of Jeff Lynne.
I hadn't thought about that about Helpless, but yeah, I think you're kind of right. At least running them in my head. Wait, you don't read Jonathan Massey? I do.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're next.
Yeah, well, I put this together last night while I was stewing in rage about my playlist vanishing. This is what I left Spotify for and pay Apple $10 a month for, just to disappear my playlists. Jonathan Massey. Spot on, Eric's. First time I heard this song was on this podcast. See, we're getting E.L.O. music out there. So maybe we should collect some sort of fee from E.L.O. Incorporated or something. I don't know.
No. They'll probably mention some fees that we should be sending them if we did.
Yeah.
Well,
they could just put us on the staff in the podcasting division, and although I don't know why they would want to pay us since we've been doing it for free or roughly $30 a month when split between us all.
You could be Jeff Lynne's blunt roller.
I don't think he does weed, and I am not the person to be. I wouldn't even know how to. I've never blunted. I've never weeded. All right. Well, let's just start over. Jonathan Massey, spot on, Eric's. First time I heard this song was on this podcast. My concerns at the song's opening of another more of the same music were quickly erased. It was really good to hear something different and, dare I say, fresh. I finally listened to the whole song tonight to vindicate my opinion. Yeah.
Something fresh, exciting,
and new. Come aboard, he's expecting you.
Yeah.
Now that's stuck in everyone's head. Yeah. In his New Year message, Jeff said, I've been working on some new songs. So I hope that this doesn't sound like Armchair Theater or Zoom again. Maybe he's been listening to those last few episodes. And if they do, maybe he's thinking, well, I better rework these things into something exciting because now that these two guys pointed it out, yeah, they do sound the same. And everybody liked On My Mind. Okay. Let's all right, we're going to rehash we're going to redo everything now. And even though we may have held up the release of whatever new album might be coming out, it'll be worth it because it'll be good. It'll sound like E.L.O. and not like Jeff Lynne. There'll be a big sound to it. There'll be orchestras. There'll be choirs. There'll be cool synthscapes like Time, Secret Messages. There'll be new sounding stuff like On My Mind. And this is going to album that's just going to make my head just like, holy crap, this is the best ever.
It's going to sound like Flying Lizards.
At least it's different.
Gang of Four.
Them I don't know.
Or maybe he's going, the residents had to kind of put off their 50th anniversary stuff because of COVID. Why don't I do a collaboration
with the residents? Just collaborate with somebody else besides yourself. We've heard yourself a lot for the last couple albums, and you're better when you're collaborating with others. Get your touring band in and be open to ideas they might have about songs. Believe me, I get it when you're like working on your own thing and you're in your own bubble and people may have other ideas and you're kind of like, no, that's not what I have in mind, so we're not going to do it. But, sometimes other people have other ideas and it's like, that might actually make this better. So do that.
And you can do like most musicians do and take all the credit yourself.
That would be, yes. That might be something new for Jeff to do. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, all these old blues songs are ours. We made them up ourselves.
That's right.
That's right, Jimmy Page. Keep telling yourself that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're done here. And not
I think we're done here.
Because we're out of stuff to say. I think because lawyers are going to be contacted and things are going to be shut down after this. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. We're done here.